Welcome to Topics with MoBangem. Tonight we got a guest, and she's like an inspiration to me, believe it or not. You know, I never told her this, you know what I'm saying? She's also a special friend of mine. And she definitely is a strong influence, not only in the hip-hop world, but, you know, just like she also has a special gift that she does, and she deals with helping people and giving awareness on how to help people. And, you know, I'm not going to go too much further into detail about it. So what I want to do is I'm going to give her a chance to explain who she is, what she does. Okay? Everybody, world, I want you to meet Miss Maria Davis.
Hi, MoBangem. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
I'm maintaining. You know, God is awesome.
All the time.
We here to talk about it. That's the first gift.
Okay.
Life. We woke up this morning.
Breath.
Mm-hmm. And when you don't understand that, then you don't understand life. There's a lot of things, good things come in life is free, even though it may not be free. Health costs you some money nowadays, but at least it's keeping me alive, you know, and my faith in God first, you know.
Absolutely.
So how you been maintaining? How's everything going with the shows and everything?
I've been good. The show's been going good. Mad Wednesdays is Mad Wednesdays. It's the movement, the experience.
I know.
And, you know, this is 20 years I'm celebrating living with HIV.
Yo, I know.
Who would have thought? I'm like, it's 20 years already? Oh, my God.
That time flew by, I know.
Yeah,
but you know what, though? But you strong, and God got your back. Because I see, it's like you get better with time. It's not like it's really killing you or nothing like that. You're just strong with it, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, by you preaching the awareness, you're also helping others. This is something that I always say that I really admire you for, because what you do is, a lot of people, when they get sick, they actually, how can I say, take it where I'm sick, I'm dying.
Right.
Sometimes
get isolated.
You want to know what's crazy? What really made, I'm not going to go too far to depth in it, but what made me wake up was when I was sick and I was in the hospital. God put me in a hospital bed, right? And I was in there for 2 weeks with 3 men. All 3 men at different times was in my room, and they all was dying. One would be there for 4 days, one would be there for 5 days, one was there for like about 6 days almost, or 4 days, whatever it was. Yeah, there was all different ones at all different times. They was all dying. And do you know, at the time being when I was there, I had to actually care for them, because some of the staff, the nurses wasn't there for them. So I had to get up, sick as I was, walk them to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Telling your Poppy, eat that for, I don't want to eat, I just want to die. No, don't do that, man. Don't do it. And you know, it's a lot of things, you know, make sure that you know that they didn't do certain things to get themselves in trouble, and so whatever is old, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I basically you ever use the bathroom, I walk you, don't worry about it. And I'm hurt, banged up myself, but the whole thing is, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you realize you're not as bad as the next man.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You think it's all about you and what you going through, and then there's somebody else going through.
What about that man don't have two legs and he's in a wheelchair?
No, I tell you a better one.
Right.
When I did the marathon and I started complaining about my feet, because, you know, I have neuropathy in my feet, which was one of the side effects from being HIV positive and being very sick. So I'm, you know, making it over the 59th Street Bridge, because, you know, we start in Staten Island and you go through all the 5 boroughs.
You're grateful to be able to do that.
So I'm up there, I'm coming on 59th Street Bridge. I'm like, okay, as soon as I see a police officer, an ambulance, I'm getting ready to tell them they got to take me in. I can't. Then why God shows me the man with no legs? I said, dang. You had to show me the man with no legs.
You got to keep on going.
Then I had to finish the race. I had to finish. I wasn't running. I was walking, but I had to finish after that.
God shows you. You thought you was bad? Look at that.
Right.
How about that there?
So listen, we don't know how strong we really are until we face with adversity.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And the gift of God is amazing, because, like you said too, that just that drive sometimes to make me do certain things I probably would never do it if I didn't have that faith. You know what I'm saying? Not only in God, but in myself. He gives me that faith in myself to do it every day. You know, I'm a warrior. I'm a prayer warrior. Stay on top of everything. You know, and believe it or not, them prayers are answered.
Absolutely.
You better believe it. Yeah. So why is now the showcases? See, we can go on and on about this.
About everything, right? Health, wealth.
Right. And you know the whole thing is that we can go on to the music thing, because you know you and I at the Sugar Bar, we was doing that for like 5 years. Me, my artists coming down there, Majesty. I can't remember different ones, Frank. All different ones we had. Me and my son came down there and did it. And then after that, we did the Shrine. We did the Shrine a couple of times. So our history is crazy, you know.
But did you do the SO and Bar 85 and Country Club? See, I started Mad Wednesday in 1994.
No, I wasn't doing it then. Yeah, that's when you was dealing with Jay-Z and Nas, right?
Yes, Jay-Z and 50 Cent and Jam Master Jay.
I know.
And Brandy and all those. You know, great artists, Case, Mace.
So
many great artists. Missy Elliott.
Mace, Harlem World.
Called Sister. So Usher. Puffy gave me Usher when he first came out.
Wow.
So I had a lot of artists. You know, back then.
That's major.
Back then, record companies were like, oh my God, they were major to an artist. Yeah. Because they had artist development. So there was somebody, there was actually a department that helped you as an artist develop your craft.
And you know, it's funny enough, we was talking about this on my last show because I have a friend of mine that was working with Russell at one time, and he was on my last show. He was my guest. How the game changed so much. Now you are the record label. Now you are the package when you come in.
Instagram,
everything.
Your Twitter.
If you don't have a following, it's over.
If you don't have, they don't even want to look at you.
You know how many times I shop artists at different labels? You know how many different artists I've shopped at labels? I mean, I know people. I know been in different labels like from Universal to Disturbing Peace, Violator, Sony,
MCA
right. And so
Island Records. Remember Island Records? Oh my gosh, people don't even know.
Yeah.
So you know,
Def Jam Island.
Yes. You know, it's so different, and you know, it's funny because the new artists.
I'm gonna give a shout to my man Mikey J. He also he also does
Mikey J.
he also does digital distribution for Island Def Jam. He definitely, people say he'll look out when these guys are ready to start putting their stuff together, because I need that definitely. You know what I'm saying?
And he's also a great community.
I know for the UN and all that. I've been in his office.
That, you know, on December 26th, always the day after Christmas, whatever that first Saturday is, I get food, donations, pay for it myself. We do toys. We bring men, women, children out that are impacted by HIV and AIDS shelters, and we feed them in the shrine.
That's
nice. Free. And I bring the band in, so the band performs. We have a DJ, and the kids is there. The kids are performing. I'm putting my little kids performing on stage.
Nice.
They get to eat all day long. Okay. And then they leave with books and toys. Not only just toys, because I believe what does a toy do? Breaks up.
No, the books is one of exactly. You know, toys are good. It's good to have mixed up. You know what I'm saying? You want a child to have fun, because sometimes even when they have fun, sometimes they're more relaxed and the focus more sometimes too, and they get that out their system so they can focus now. You know what I'm saying? But the books is the main. My children read.
It's fun.
My children read. My household, I don't play that. They read books. They play, but they read books. And believe me, I told them, in the long run, you're gonna thank Pop. Because you're going to pass the SAT, you're going to go to college, it's not going to be that hard, you know what I'm saying? Because the more older you get, the more the books is going to hit you.
Well, it's not even.
You're going to need to really read.
And it's also important that our young people have a tool. See, books, mathematics are tools that they use not only in school but throughout life. And it's important if you're an artist how to read, so that you can read the contracts, you can read the fine line. You don't have to only depend on the lawyer, but you're able to comprehend it for yourself.
And you know how important that is nowadays as an artist?
That's very important.
Please, you got a lot of artists nowadays, they all go independent because they can't deal with labels. You know, and they're making the money. Some of them got a great following. So what happens is now you got 400 or 500, you have more than 4 or 5 million views. The labels come looking for you. They'll be looking for you. You know what I'm saying?
You have a what? Luke Skywalker. He was selling the albums out of the back of his truck.
So was Master P.
Master P was selling a
million at the truck. Yeah,
they was making money out of their cars.
That's right.
And you know that is one of the things. You know, people always ask me, well, what do you think about the artists today? To me, they don't have as much drive and as much enthusiasm. Why? Because they're so. The internet
it's hype.
And all
it's
of
not
this
hits
has
no
made
more.
them lazy.
You know what I'm saying?
People was on their grind.
They was on their grind. We didn't have all that. Yes. Exactly. That's why you would see me late night at the Sugar Bar with Maria Davis about maybe 1 o'clock in the morning on a weekday. It had to be to work at 6, 7 in the morning. And I would be right down there with her. But am I right though?
Yeah. But wait a minute. You know how many young promoters I met in Kinko's?
Of course.
Kinko's.
Some of them getting it in. Yeah.
All from the Tunnel. I mean, so many. of my young cats now that are older that used to sneak in the Mad Wednesday parties, or I'll let them in. We all used to meet at Kinko's because back then you had to have flyers.
Absolutely.
People don't do flyers now. People do Instagram. You know, you put up whatever you want up.
It's easy, yeah. Flyers are a thing in the past now. But that's how you had to hustle. You had to go out there and put the flyers on poles and train stations and all type of stuff. Now it's just like you said, it's Instagram. Everything's computer. You just touch the computer and it's like there.
But the only thing is, you know,
you got to do them shows. You got to do them shows, though.
You know Cynthia Horner, so we're going to do a music seminar.
I've heard of her. I heard of her.
Man, she used to write on magazine.
Oh, okay, yeah, right, okay.
So you know what we talked about was, yeah, you can have a billion Twitter followers, you can have a lot of Instagram followers, but you really don't have a connection. Remember how we used to do? People would come in your party, they would fill out information cards with a number on it or email. So you actually have, like if I say I want to call MoBangem, I can pick up the card and call MoBangem. But when you have Instagram and all that, you have to, you know,
do all that,
answer, see if they answer you back. People, it's not personable. It's just... It's out in the atmosphere. So you have atmosphere friends. You don't really have really personal connection friends.
That's true. That's true. The same thing with Facebook now. Everybody ain't your friend.
Yeah, everybody ain't.
That's right. You got to watch what you put up there and what you do.
And people live their life on these. A lot of our young people.
Oh my God! You get on Facebook and talking about, oh, me and my girlfriends this today. Me and my man, we did that today. I'm like talking about what they did, sex and everything. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Going shopping.
Are you serious?
I said, first of all, who has time to do all that? Who has time to every step of the day, every minute of the day, take a picture and then put it on social media to let people know what you... First of all, I don't have time for that. I'm too busy trying to hustle, making it happen. You know,
I use it to promote my music and promote my artists. That's what I use it for. Besides other websites too. I have my own website too, which is worldwide too. But it's for business, and that's what I use it for. Or even connect with maybe some old family members or old friends that I haven't seen since elementary. But once you start talking about, well, he did this and who dropped kick, who this, we did. Listen.
No, I have a good one. How are you sick on the hospital bed? You have oxygen tanks and stuff in your, and you taking a picture of yourself, putting it on Facebook. I'm like, oh my God.
Like really?
I'm sick. Pray for me.
Like really?
All, you want everybody on Facebook? You gotta be. I don't want everybody praying for me because they might not be praying.
You said the right thing right
I'm calling my personal friend. If I need somebody to pray for me, I have a group of people.
Don't let everybody pray over you. You got that right.
I have a small group of people
because you never know where their spirit lies.
Absolutely. I have a small group of people that I deal with when I'm sick.
You know
I'm going to call you. I want you to come visit me. You're going to come visit me because we're a small group of friends and we have a different kind of...
And you know your circle.
I'm not putting my sick self in my nightgown in the hospital on Facebook.
No.
One of my friends did that the other day. I was like,
with a hospital gown on and your chest falling out. Like, say something for the honeymoon, honey, okay? For real. It's terrible. It's terrible.
So, you know,
and that's people like that. A lot of people have a lot of low self-esteem because they do that. That's kind of like low self-esteem. Because if you know who you are, you ain't got to let the world know you are. You be satisfied with who you are.
First of all, I don't want everybody to know I'm sick.
Right. I'm talking about what I did. Yeah, right.
I don't want everybody to know that. There are selected few.
That's your personal business, right?
That's your personal business.
And be honest, you don't even look it. You look great.
Oh God.
You look great. Yeah. God is awesome.
It's all in your thinking.
Right.
So all you got to think positive all day.
I mean, you do your showcases. I know. I know you, so I know it's times when you had called me. You was in the hospital when you was sick. But if I didn't know no better, I wouldn't think you were sick. You look great, Maria. And next time I turn around, you up there on that mic at them showcases, doing your thing, getting started. You already know. And that's, God got, there's a purpose for everything you do. God got you here for a reason, okay? To spread that word. Because a lot of people that have HIV, they're not here right now. So you're here for a reason. Even through everything, your medicine, whatever you take, doctors only have the cure. The real cure is within you and within God first.
Absolutely. But you know, it's so amazing that when you think what you think your calling is.
Right.
They said you want to make. They say you want to make God laugh. Tell him your plans, because your plans ain't his plan.
It's his plans.
So you know, I thought it was about Mad Wednesday. Maria Davis gonna be this big promoter. You know, traveling the country, famous, and then he took something that was so difficult that everybody on earth, and including myself, thought I was going to die. And he took it and flipped it around and said, see, that's my power. So, you know, and so I personally tell people he needed a big mouth chick. He knew it was me, that wasn't afraid to speak. And he needed somebody that was not afraid to go into the community. You know, I get on the corners with my bullhorn.
I see you.
Get people to get tested
I
for
see
HIV.
you. Listen.
I have testing in the club. People come in there. Yes, a showcase, wonderful. But you're not gonna leave the same way you came in. I'm like the church. So I use Mad Wednesday as the church. It's a community movement. It's an experience. You come in there with one agenda, but you're going to leave out knowing something extra.
Like I told you, I'm very inspired by you because you actually speak your heart, speak your mind, and everything you've been through, your testimony actually saves lives because people now are more aware and they're protecting themselves more. So you're doing a hell of a job.
Well, it's so many people. You know, when we first... When HIV, when AIDS first came on the scene, we all thought it was a gay white man's disease.
Right.
Nobody ever thought that it would be, you know...
Spread out.
That it would impact the African American and Latino community as much as it has.
I lost a couple people behind it too, so I know. Yeah.
You know, the devastation not only of HIV and AIDS, but also of the crack.
Right. Remember that? Yeah.
All of that hand in hand.
Oh, God, yeah, all that together. Then they don't know. Let's go better than that. The dope era in the 60s and 70s where they were shooting.
Absolutely.
A lot of them started at, they didn't even have a name for it then. But people was dying from that left and right. The name didn't come out to what was it, the late 70s, 80s, early 80s? No, mid 80s.
90s is when they kind of really gave it the name.
Right.
At first they just called it AIDS.
88, 89?
Right, but before it was AIDS, it was called GRID, Gay-Related Immune Deficiency. And then they went to AIDS. And then they found out you don't get AIDS, you get HIV. HIV is the virus that breaks down the immune system that causes AIDS.
Full-blown, right.
Right. So, you know, all of that throughout the years. But the most incredible thing is that it's a preventable disease.
Right.
And people are still getting HIV. People are still getting it.
Because
we're not dying like we used to.
Do people listen, though? Be honest with you. Be honest with me,
Can I tell you one thing a young woman said to me? Knowledge of something doesn't always mean a behavior change.
There you go.
So someone could know the information.
Same thing with drugs. Some people that just got to have
know the information,
them drugs.
But
no matter, and they know it
happen to them. Oh no, I can control it. If I get high one time, then you know I won't turn into a junkie. You don't know the power of the drug.
Absolutely. And there's so much of stuff out here now that kill you. It's not even just the HIV, the drugs, it's man itself for killing each other. It's terrible. You know,
it really is.
People gotta learn to love each other because at the end of the day, we all we got.
Like yesterday, you know, I'm also a member of First Corinthian Baptist Church in Harlem.
Right. You was telling me that, yeah, right.
Very powerful church. Pastor Michael A. Walwyn Jr. is the senior pastor, and his wife is the executive pastor, Reverend Lakeisha Walwyn. And yesterday they had a forum. It was called Overlooked and Overcounted and Undercounted.
Right.
And they talked about a real living wage. What does a real living wage look like? $20 an hour.
That's what's supposed to.
Because to live in New York City is one of the most expensive cities in the world.
Do you remember years ago, like 30 years ago, $20 was big money back in the days? Now you better keep your day job. That's no money.
No, not only your day job, you better have 2 and 3 jobs.
And
still hope you could put food on the table and pay your rent.
That was back in the days when you had $1 million. You was a millionaire. Now you got $1 million. Keep your day job nowadays. It's that $1 million is what you think it is nowadays. You make wise investments and keep your day job, hoping your investments jump off. If not, keep your day job.
So the most incredible thing about yesterday was they had leaders of all faith. They had Muslim, they had Hindu, they had Buddhist, they had Jewish, and everybody came together.
Right.
And we talked about what does love look like? What does poverty look like? Poverty does not, unfortunately, it impacts African Americans here more.
Right.
But their poverty is spread all across the board. And how could you be rich and greedy and not want real health care and not want real living for everyone? How could you just want it for yourself?
You see that?
And how the rich are greedy, but they don't want to share. And
they don't even want file taxes. They don't want to do nothing. But they want to tax us though. You already know. You already know. This country is in a shambles right now as it is too, you know what I'm saying? And people need to get wise. If we all learn how to stick together and get along. Because at the end of the day, you may be different religions, but at the end of the day, can I be honest with you? There's only one God. We just got different names for him. There's only one God. And we just all got different names for him. You may call him Allah, you may call him Jehovah, you may call him. There's only one God. If we separate the religions and just understand that there's only one God, then we would get along a lot better. Religion has a tendency nowadays to start wars in different countries and so forth, and it's sad because reason why we don't even understand why. It's all politics, and we don't even understand why we do it. It's over money, it's over greed, you know what I'm saying, under misunderstandings and
power,
everything.
It's about power.
Yeah, exactly.
And another thing, if you an avid reader of the Bible, Jesus never had a place. He was always roaming in different places.
Believe that? He was there for a reason too.
Whenever he healed anybody, he didn't say, "Are you Jewish? Are you Catholic? Are you Baptist? Are you?" He never said that. He
never
said, "Do you
said
believe?"
That. Right.
That's all he asked. That's the only thing he asked you.
Because there's only one God. That's right. Do you believe?
And that was it. But he was always on his way going somewhere. He was always, and then when he understood the claps and the applause of the people, he would go up on the mountain and be by himself. Because he know those applause didn't mean nothing. Because one day they'll applaud you, and then the next day they say kill you.
They'll stab you right in the back. That's why I wrote a song like that. I stay away from snakes and fakes. That's right.
I don't know how you're going to stay away from snakes, honey, because they all around you.
Yeah.
What you have to do is stay prayed up. You can't avoid the snakes.
It's just the song, though.
It's like avoiding Satan. You ain't going to avoid
That's
Satan.
True, too.
Here.
That's true, too. That's just the song that I wrote. Stay away from snakes and fakes, especially in Castaway Reagan. No cake. Keep my eyes open. Stay wide awake, because you never know who's out for the take.
That's very true.
You never, because everybody is not your friend, and you never know. You can't even sleep with everybody nowadays, because you never know who's who. You know, and you got to be very careful. But yeah, so when's your next show? You say it's gonna be on the 22nd.
It's every third Wednesday of the month.
Right.
And so it's Mad Wednesday.
That's the 21st, actually.
The next show is October 21st.
Okay.
And then it won't be the third Wednesday in November because it's my birthday party.
Oh, right. And you said that's on the, what day again?
November 11th.
Oh, right. And that's the same day as my daughter. Rest in peace. That's her birthday.
Yeah, my
Rest in peace. My daughter, Shanavia Williams, her birthday was November 11th, too. And she would have been 35 this year. Unfortunately, I had my daughter, I went through something like 8 years ago. She had got murdered at a Super Bowl party. And, you know, just sitting there minding business, and some guy just came there, had beef with the bouncer, and sprayed the place. So I live with that nightmare every day, but God has got my back, and he's been helping me deal with this, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to say birthday shout out for you if I don't see you, and a birthday shout out to my daughter, Shanavia, rest in peace. Daddy's angel, I love you, baby. You know?
So Mad Wednesdays at the Shrine in Harlem, you know, 133rd and 134th.
Did you do Sweet 16 too, or 116 one time? Sweet 16?
No.
Never did? Okay, yeah, me and Big Pete did a Sweet 16 one time over there.
No.
And you never did Epiphany?
No. And you know, Epiphany's called Harlem Nights now.
Yeah, I was doing Epiphany for at least about 3 years.
Some man just bought it and redid it all over again.
I remember the old, so somebody's bought it from him now.
No, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you know he ain't this color neither, honey.
What you know? Well, you know how that goes.
You know they all buying it up.
They buying it up. They buying it up, and they trying to bring the value up and everything. You know how that goes.
Pushing us out.
Yeah,
the Bronx too. I heard they working
Bronx, Brooklyn. I was out in Brooklyn. The same thing. You know, hey, they trying to build a community up and trying to bring the value up.
Listen. Like they said yesterday, we don't mind building the community up, but don't push us out.
No, don't push us out.
Build the community up, be inclusive of every person in the community.
Because we're prior to the environment.
Right.
And if you want to get technical, I'm half Indian. Okay, I got Chinnacock in my family, so and you can't tell me I'm not here. I'm not from here. I got part African in my family and part Indian.
Okay.
I got family in Senegal too from my father's side, and on West Africa, and also on my father's side too. My grandmother, my great grandmother, is full Shinnecock.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got that in my family too as well. We have family in the reservation out there, way out in Long Island, out there. Well, actually, yeah.
Because that.
Was
my girlfriend is a Pequot. My girlfriend is a Pequot Indian, so I used to go to. I experienced the
powwow.
The powwow.
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah,
in Connecticut.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I got in the healing circle. I walked in the healing circle with her, with her regalia on. You know, they put their headdresses on, and they get done up in their regalia and their I guess you call them not. I don't know what you call them, onesies with all of their beautiful
beads and everything.
And jewelry.
Oh yes,
on it.
yeah. That's and it's nice to sometimes dance nice to sit back and tell old Indian stories and so forth like that, and even pass the peace pipe and all that. It's real. Yeah. But you know the whole thing is that that's why I was telling people this was our land. We was here, you know, saying first, and I get arguments about that. But I said fair is fair. If you want to sit there and tell people, like, complain, say people are illegal aliens, well, guess what? We was here first.
Let me tell you something. Everybody illegal aliens.
Hey, you want to go there?
Because if we want to go real deep,
this is God's land.
God's land, and we all came off where? The ships of Africa.
Well, he's ready to.
Got dropped off, and some got in Dominican Republic, some got in Puerto Rico, but we've been dropped all over Haiti. We've been dropped everywhere in the world.
That's right.
So we all really immigrant. This is not really our real motherland. The real motherland, to me, this is according to Maria Davis. That might not.
No, but true indeed. And guess what? You got the best thing in the world is you have knowledge of self. Because without knowledge of self, how you gonna know where you going in this world if you don't know where you're coming from?
You don't know where you're coming.
You got to know.
You got to know the power of the ancestors.
They don't teach this in schools, you know, nowadays.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? You got to pull teeth to get Black history taught in school. Where you come from and what you do.
Black history in school.
You already know.
It was up to your family members, your grandfather,
you got
somebody.
broken stories like that too. So yeah, but you know it is what it is though. You know, and like, you know, I've seen a lot of children, they're lost because they probably realize they don't go back no further than us being slaves. And I'm saying, son, if you only knew who we are, where we come from.
We built pyramids.
We were kings and queens. Yeah, yes, we are. I'm a king and queen. I'm a king all day. Since I know who I am and I know where I come from, I carry myself every day in my life like that. I'm a king. I treat my wife like a queen, and that is my queen, and she treats me like a king. I have a beautiful wife. I have a beautiful relationship with my wife, and we have that type of relationship. If you're not a king or you're not a queen in your relationship, then it's not really what it should be, because first of all, if you understand who you are, where we come from, and with the struggle that the sisters have been through over years, through the slavery, everything that she struggled right next to you, you should treat her no more or less than a queen. Because she struggled with you at the time when you went through slavery and went through everything else, through being brought here, whips, chains, and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Brothers got to get wise. And you see how they treat their women nowadays. They call them all different names like that. It's terrible and it's sad.
But can I tell you something? We are still traumatized from slavery, and no one talks about that. I'm going to tell you, I went to the United States Conference on AIDS back in September, and I'm going to tell you, this gentleman named Brian Stevenson, you have to look for him, Google him.
Right.
They have this I guess an internet talk series called TED Talk, TEDTalk.com. If you want to hear some real serious information, he does a whole thing on incarceration of the African American male.
Wow.
And his name is Brian Stevenson. And he said, we've never gotten over. We are still traumatized from slavery. And nobody has ever addressed that. This is why we are such a dysfunctional people. And when you don't know that, this is why we can't hold relationships. Black men and black women can't stay in relationships together. The black woman gets up here and she doesn't even understand the demise of the world to have the black woman up here, so therefore you get to tear the black man down and keep him down.
That's
because once you break up the family,
modern day slavery, and you know that too.
And incarceration.
True.
They said the pipeline from elementary school to from prison, from elementary school to prison.
You see that?
A pipeline.
You see that? It's designed. It's designed for us to fail too. So that's why brothers gotta get wise and understand and get their hate out their heart too. They gotta get that hate out their heart.
You gotta clean your heart.
All people's
not
bad. Renew
your heart. That's what the Bible says. Renew your heart.
True indeed. So when you start looking at people, you don't look at them as a race. You start looking at people as people. Because all men are men, and this what's in their heart counts the most. Not what color or what they wear, what color they hair.
How we treat each other.
It's how we treat each other. I meet a lot of good people. But listen, the show is about to end.
Yeah, and so I want to give my information. You know that's important.
I was about to hit you. I'm about to ask you. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you can reach me at davismarie@msn.com or 212-866 888-888-1562. And it's just not about HIV and AIDS, and it's not just about a showcase. It's about an experience. It's about a movement.
Absolutely.
It's about you growing and being responsible for who you are and being the greatest individual that you can be so that you can pour into someone else. So it's all about us loving each other, and it's all about us taking care of each other. And if you just think you're here for yourself, then sad to say, you're going to die by yourself. So we want to, you know, we want to put love into the atmosphere, love through the internet, through television show, and let you know we love you, we care about you, and, you know, call on us when you can, or if you can.
That is Miss Maria Davis. You could catch her at the Shrine, show some of the most awesome showcases. She's one of the people, when I come to her showcase, I feel like I'm at home. Most people, those showcases, I'm at the party, I'm in the club. I know I'm there for a reason, a purpose, maybe the showcase.
It's the living room, it's the living room. Man, Wednesday,
she makes me, it's like, she makes me feel like, I come to her showcase, I feel like a little brother at her showcase. She made me, MoBangem, you know where it's at, go get it. You know what I'm saying? But listen, it was a pleasure, Maria.
Thank you.
Having you here, and we will have you back on the show soon.
Yes.
Okay, we definitely got a slot for you, always home. And this is Topics with MoBangem. Everybody have a good night.
God bless you.
All right. All right, we good to go.
The mics. Everything is fine.
The mics off?
Yeah, everything is perfect.
Yeah. Oh, you did right? Okay, good. Okay.
That was good. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you.
I appreciated all that. You know, I'm the Buddha.
I know that.
I teach and propagate Buddhism. However, that was just a wonderful, just a wonderful.